Welcome, adventurer. You are about to step into the boots of Decimus, a lawful evil human fighter. A stocky, middle-aged man with dark brown hair, Decimus is a Roman centurion. His armor of choice is chainmail and a shield, and his weapons are a spear and a short sword. His background in the Roman military has granted him proficiency in heavy armor, martial weapons, intimidation, and persuasion. With strength being his prime attribute, he's a formidable opponent on the battlefield. Will Decimus be able to lead the remnants of his city's army to reclaim their honor? The story is about to unfold. Let us begin. The city you once knew lies in ruins, its pillars of strength toppled by the savage barbarian attack. The air is heavy with the scent of charred wood, blood, and loss. As a Roman centurion, the sight of your city in ruins and your men slaughtered stirs a raging storm within you. You find some of your men still alive, but injured, their spirit visibly shaken. Your mission is clear: gather the remaining men, hunt down the barbarian tribes responsible for this destruction, and bring them to justice. But with your numbers so low, a direct attack would be suicidal. You must resort to cunning and strategy. Your scouts report barbarian activities in 3 nearby locations. Which one do you choose to investigate first, Decimus? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Random betters has been chosen. Look. From the remains of your once thriving city, you survey the 3 locales the scouts marked. To the north lies a dense forest, ancient and full of secrets. To the east, a jagged mountain range looms, its peaks shrouded in a cloak of perpetual snow. And to the west, the sea laps at the cliffside, an open beach that offers little cover but provides a quick escape route. Each location presents its own challenges and potential advantages. As you consider your options, the dying embers of the city's heart illuminate your weathered face. Where will you lead your men, Decimus? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Loser nerd has been chosen. Ghost Patron in a woods. Deciding on the north, you prepare to venture into the dense woods. The forest is dark and thick, the air heavy with the musk of moss and the chatter of hidden creatures. The shadows seem to close in around you. Your men, though few in number, stand ready, their faces etched with determination. You draw your spatha, its iron length gleaming faintly in the dim light. The forest waits, silent and still. It is time to make a move, Decimus. But first, it's wise to anticipate any potential danger. Roll a d20 for a perception check to gauge the hidden threats of the forest. You rolled 5. As your party moves deeper into the forest, the undergrowth thickens and the shadows grow darker. You strain your eyes and ears, trying to detect any movement or sound out of the ordinary, but the forest masks its secrets well. The roll of 5 does not bode well for your perception check. The usual sounds of the forest confuse your senses. Suddenly, a rustling noise not far from your position alerts you. From the dense foliage, a group of barbarians emerges, larger than you anticipated. They wear twisted smiles, having caught you by surprise. The battle is inevitable. You start with 100 HP and so do the barbarians. With a sharp command, you order your men to form up, preparing for the skirmish that's about to begin. Roll a d20 for your attack. You rolled 15. With a bellowed command, you lead your men into battle. Your spatha gleams in the scarce light as you swing it towards the nearest barbarian. The roll of 15 signifies a powerful attack. Your sword strikes true, landing a heavy blow on the barbarian, who grunts in pain. His health drops to 85 while you remain at full health. The barbarian, snarling in rage, retaliates. His rough, iron axe swings at you, the air whistling as it cuts through. Roll a d20 for your defense. You rolled 5. As the barbarian's axe swings towards you, you attempt to raise your shield to block it. But the unexpected ferocity of the attack, combined with your low roll of 5, catches you off guard. The axe slams into your shoulder, bypassing your shield, and you grimace in pain. The barbarian's attack reduces your HP to 90. Though hurt, you maintain your ground, your eyes never leaving your opponent. The fight is far from over. Roll a d20 for your next attack. Loser Nerd has been chosen. Ram the barbarian with your shield and shank him while he's reeling. With a fierce determination, you charge at the barbarian, your shield leading the way. The intent is clear, to knock him off balance and take advantage of the moment. Roll a d20 to determine the success of your shield bash and subsequent attack. You rolled 1. Your plan seemed sound, but in the chaos of battle, things don't always go as intended. You lunge forward, shield first, aiming to throw the barbarian off balance. However, your roll of 1, a critical failure, turns the tide against you. The barbarian sidesteps your charge, causing you to stumble past him. While you're exposed, he takes a swing at your back. You feel a sharp pain as his axe bites into your flesh, your chainmail unable to fully deflect the brutal hit. Your HP drops to 80. With a grunt, you regain your footing, turning back to face your foe. The fight is getting tougher, Decimus. Roll a d20 for your next move. You rolled 10. With a roll of 10, you manage to regain your footing, turning swiftly to face your enemy. Despite the hit you've taken, you muster your strength and lunge at the barbarian, your spatha aimed squarely at him. Your sword cuts through the air, and you manage to land a blow on him, causing him to stagger back. His HP drops to 75. However, the barbarian is not one to be easily defeated. Roaring in anger, he lunges at you again, his axe swinging dangerously. Roll a d20 for your defense. Understood. Seeing the barbarian charging at you with his axe, you ready your shield and prepare to counter his attack. Now, you must decide, Decimus. Will you attempt to dodge his assault, block it with your shield, or perhaps try something more daring? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Callum Dayton has been chosen. Block with shield. Raising your shield, you brace for the impact of the barbarian's attack. Your muscles strain under the force as you try to deflect his blow and protect yourself. The success of your block will depend on your strength and skill. Roll a d20 to see how well you manage to block the attack. You rolled 4. Bracing for the impact, you hold your shield up just as the barbarian's axe comes crashing down. Unfortunately, your roll of 4 isn't enough to effectively block the powerful swing. The force of the blow sends a shockwave through your arm, and you stagger under its weight. Your HP drops to 70 as pain flares up your arm. The barbarian, seeing you stumbled, grins menacingly. Now's the time to retaliate, Decimus. Will you strike back with your sword, or come up with a different strategy? Roll a d20 for your next move. You rolled 3. Despite the pain coursing through your arm, you grip your spatha and swing at the laughing barbarian. The roll of 3, however, reveals that your attack is less powerful than you hoped. Your sword narrowly misses him as he steps back, his laughter echoing through the woods. He retaliates quickly, his axe aiming for your unprotected side. Roll a d20 to see if you can dodge his counterattack. Random betters has been chosen. Retreat. Recognizing the precarious situation, you call for a tactical retreat. Your men, though battle-scarred, are quick to respond, and they start to fall back, covering each other's retreat. The barbarians, caught off guard by this sudden change of tactics, are momentarily confused. Roll a d20 for a successful retreat. This roll will determine how smoothly you and your men manage to break away from the battle and regroup safely. You rolled 12. With a roll of 12, your retreat is executed with moderate success. You and your men, though battered, manage to create enough distance between yourselves and the barbarians. However, in the confusion, a couple of your men fall to the barbarians' axes, their cries echoing in the night. You and the remaining men manage to disappear into the deeper parts of the forest, leaving the sounds of battle behind. With the immediate threat behind, you take a moment to assess your situation. The forest is eerily quiet, the only sounds being the heavy breathing of your men. What will be your next move, Decimus? Retreat further into the forest, regroup and plan your next attack, or try to find a safe place to tend to your wounds. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Base tape has been chosen. Rest until the cover of night and sneak up on the barbarians. Kill them in their sleep silently. Deciding to take advantage of the cover of darkness, you command your men to rest and recover their strength. As night falls, the forest becomes a curtain of shadows, providing the perfect cover for your planned stealth attack. Your men, battle-hardened and disciplined, understand the importance of silence. This will be a test of your skills in stealth and strategy. Roll a d20 for a successful stealth approach towards the barbarians' camp. This roll will determine how quietly you and your men can move and position yourselves for the surprise attack. You rolled 13. With a roll of 13, you and your men manage to approach the barbarians' camp with impressive stealth. The darkness of the night shields you as you move closer, the soft sounds of your movement blending with the rustling leaves. You see the barbarians, their guard lowered as they rest around the dim fire, oblivious to the imminent danger. You signal your men to prepare their weapons, your eyes focused on the unsuspecting barbarians. Roll a d20 for a successful surprise attack. This roll will determine how effectively you and your men can strike down your enemies before they have a chance to react. You rolled 11. With the roll of 11, you and your men launch your surprise attack. Your Sparta finds its mark on the nearest barbarian, catching him off guard. However, the element of surprise isn't as effective as you hoped. Some of the barbarians manage to roll away, drawing their weapons as they scramble to their feet. A chaotic melee ensues, but you and your men have an advantage. Roll a d20 to continue your attack. The outcome of the skirmish hangs in the balance. Maureen Peters has been chosen. Kill them all, nail some of them to the cross. Place them near the road to the city, as a warning to other nefarious souls. With a grim determination, you plunge into the melee, your men rallying behind you. Your Sparta sings as it cuts through the air, finding its mark on the barbarians. However, your brutal plan's execution depends on your strength and the will of your men. Roll a d20 to determine the effectiveness of your onslaught and the subsequent intimidation tactic. You rolled 4. With a roll of 4, your attack does not go as planned. The barbarians, though taken by surprise, retaliate fiercely. In the ensuing chaos, you manage to slay a few, but some escape into the forest, vanishing into the darkness. Your men, however, manage to capture a couple of barbarians. You follow through with your plan, intending to send a stern warning to others who dare attack your city. Exhausted but resolute, you and your men carry out the grim task. As dawn breaks, the gruesome sight of the crucified barbarians near the road to the city sends a clear message. Your city might be in ruins, but the spirit of its protectors is unbroken. You've completed your mission, Decimus. The sun rises on a new day, the path to rebuilding your city now lies ahead. Your adventure has come to a close, for now. Well done, Centurion. Indeed, Decimus, your mission is far from over. 2 more barbarian tribes remain, and they must be brought to justice for their atrocities. As you look upon the grim display you've created as a warning, you steel yourself for the battles that lay ahead. Your scouts bring news that the second tribe has been spotted near the jagged mountains to the east. The terrain is treacherous and the weather unpredictable. However, the advantage is that the barbarians will find it difficult to escape. Prepare your men for the journey, Decimus. Are you ready to march, or do you need to rest and recover your strength before the next battle? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Maureen Peters has been chosen. Rest for a bit, and make plans for your next actions with your most trusted men. Acknowledging the toll the previous battle has taken on your men, you decide to rest before marching towards the mountains. The men settle down, taking turns to watch for any potential threat. You gather your trusted lieutenants, and under the cover of the forest, you begin planning your strategy for the upcoming battle. Hours turn into a day, then 2. You and your men recover your strength, the resolve in your heart steeled by the task ahead. The barbarian tribes will not know what hit them. As the dawn of the third day breaks, it's time to march east, towards the jagged mountains and the barbarian tribe nestled in its treacherous terrain. Roll a d20 to determine how well prepared you and your men are for the journey and the upcoming battle. Base Ape has been chosen. Proceed. Sneak until you find signs. Steeling yourself for the journey ahead, you lead your men towards the east. The jagged mountains loom ominously in the distance, their towering peaks lost in the clouds. Your party moves stealthily, the lessons from the previous encounters fresh in your minds. As you draw closer to the mountains, signs of the barbarian tribe become more apparent: broken branches, discarded bones from a meal, and the faint smell of wood smoke. You signal your men to stop, your eyes scouring the landscape for any immediate threat. Roll a d20 for a perception check to get a better understanding of your surroundings and possibly spot the barbarian encampment. Understood. As you and your men edge closer towards the mountains, the signs of the barbarian tribe grow more evident. The faint trail leads you to a rocky outcrop, providing a natural vantage point overlooking a small valley. There, nestled between the steep mountain faces, you spot the barbarian encampment. The flickering fires and crude tents indicate their presence. Now, Decimus, you must decide your course of action. Will you launch a frontal attack, attempt a stealth assault under the cover of darkness, or perhaps try to lure them out and ambush them? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Base ape has been chosen. Wait for night and sneak up on them. Choosing discretion over valor, you decide to wait for the cover of night. As darkness descends, the mountains become a labyrinth of shadows, the perfect cover for your stealthy approach. You and your men, seasoned by previous encounters, move silently, your senses heightened. As you get closer, the flickering fires of the barbarian encampment paint dancing shadows on the rocky mountain faces. A few men guard the perimeter, but the rest seem to be resting. Now's the time to strike, Decimus. How do you proceed? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Maureen Peters has been chosen. Catch them all, torture some of them to death. Your men need to let loose. Your resolve hardens as you recall the devastation caused by these barbarians. You gesture to your men, and like shadows, they move towards the encampment. Your approach is silent, deadly, and before the barbarians realize what's happening, they are surrounded. The night erupts into a chaotic frenzy of battle cries and clashing steel. Your men, driven by vengeance, show no mercy. As the dust settles, you've captured a few of the barbarians. Their fate is sealed, a harsh end for the havoc they've wreaked. Having sent a clear message to those who dare defy you, you and your men stand victorious, albeit bloodied and tired. Now, it's time to rest and tend to your wounds before you set your sights on the final tribe. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Sharky has been chosen. Send scouts to find the final tribe while we rest. Recognizing the need for rest and recuperation, you command a few of your most trusted men to scout ahead for the final barbarian tribe. They nod, understanding the importance of their mission, and set off into the dark woods. As they disappear from sight, you and the remaining men set up a makeshift camp. The night passes uneventfully, the silent forest offering a brief respite from the harsh battles. As dawn breaks, your scouts return, bringing news of the final barbarian tribe. They've been located near the western sea cliffs, a place that offers little cover but provides a quick escape route. Now, Decimus, you must plan your final strike. Will you launch a direct assault, or do you have a different strategy in mind? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Random betters has been chosen. Eat the barb. Decimus, your actions speak volumes about your resolve, but your intentions need to be within the boundaries of the game's rules. Consuming an enemy is not an option here, and such an act contradicts your character's background and alignment. You are a military man, a Roman centurion, driven by revenge and not savagery. Now, let's regroup and focus on the task at hand. The final barbarian tribe awaits near the western sea cliffs. It's time to devise a strategy. Will you lead a direct assault, or do you have a different plan in mind? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Loser Nerd has been chosen. Build trenches around the village to prevent the barbarians from escaping. Recognizing the advantage of trapping the barbarians within their encampment, you command your men to start digging trenches around the village. It's a laborious task, but your men understand its significance. As your men work tirelessly under your watchful gaze, the trenches begin to take form. This ingenious plan will prevent the barbarians from escaping, but it also leaves you exposed in a direct assault. With the trenches ready, it is time to act. Will you launch the attack now, or wait for the right moment? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Random betters has been chosen. Lay explosives in the camp. Decimus, you seem to have a strategic plan in mind. However, as a Roman centurion, your character does not have access to explosives in this setting. The technology of your time is limited to basic siege weapons and strategies. You've managed to successfully trap the barbarians with the trenches. It's time to consider other means to launch your attack. Do you wish to use your siege weapons, or perhaps coordinate a surprise attack? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Random betters has been chosen. Attack now, with all men. Seeing that your traps are set and your men are ready, you decide not to wait any longer. Raising your Sparta, you signal your men to attack. With a rousing battle cry, you charge towards the village, your men following closely behind. The barbarians, caught off guard, scramble to arm themselves. However, their path is blocked by the newly dug trenches, effectively trapping them within their own encampment. The battle is fierce and brutal, as both sides fight for survival. Will your traps and your men's determination be enough to eliminate the final barbarian tribe? Roll a d20 to determine the outcome of this pivotal battle. You rolled 9. With a roll of 9, you and your men fight fiercely, but the battle is challenging. The barbarians, despite being trapped, retaliate brutally. You manage to cut down several of them, but the tide of the battle is still uncertain. A large barbarian, their chief perhaps, breaks through the chaos and charges at you. He's bigger and more intimidating than his comrades, his eyes burning with rage and defiance. He attacks, his massive axe swinging towards you. Roll a d20 to determine your defense against this formidable opponent. You rolled 10. With a roll of 10, you manage to raise your shield just in time to block the chief's powerful swing. The impact sends a shockwave up your arm, but you stand your ground. Your men, seeing their Centurion holding his own against the chief, fight with renewed vigor. The chief, however, is not easily deterred. He launches another attack, his axe cutting through the air with a deadly intent. Roll a d20 to defend against his relentless assault. Loser Nerd has been chosen. Have your men reform their formation, encircle the chief. Recognizing the danger the barbarian chief poses, you yell orders to your men, commanding them to regroup and encircle the chief. Your men, trained and disciplined, respond quickly, forming a tight circle around the towering barbarian. With the chief trapped, you now hold the advantage. Will you command your men to attack the chief, or do you have another plan in mind, Decimus? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Loser Nerd has been chosen. Have your men enclose on him so tightly he can't swing his axe, but you can still stab with your short swords. Using the advantage of your numbers and your strategic command, you order your men to close in on the chief. They tighten the circle around him, their shields raised and short swords ready. The chief finds himself trapped, his movements restricted by the press of bodies and shields around him. Roll a d20 to determine how successfully you and your men manage to stab at the chief with your swords without giving him an opportunity to retaliate. You've rolled 11. With a roll of 11, you and your men manage to pierce the barbarian chief with your short swords. The chief roars in pain and fury, but the tight circle of Roman shields and swords prevent him from reacting effectively. Bleeding and weakened, the chief drops to his knees, his axe falling from his grasp. Seeing their leader defeated, the remaining members of the barbarian tribe lose their will to fight. You've successfully defeated the final barbarian tribe, Decimus. Your city may now begin the long process of healing and rebuilding, knowing that the threat has been eliminated. Congratulations, Centurion, your mission is complete. Your bravery and leadership will be sung in the annals of your city's history. Loser Nerd has been chosen. Capture the barbarians, take them back to the city to be crucified. Your victory is not one of mercy, Decimus. With a stern gaze, you order your men to capture the remaining barbarians. They are bound and march back towards the city, their spirits as defeated as their bodies. Upon your triumphant return, the surviving citizens cheer for their saviors. The captured barbarians are crucified, a grim reminder to all who dare to threaten your city. The sun sets on a city that is battered but not broken. The strength of its people lies not in its walls but in its relentless defenders. The path to rebuilding is long, but with you leading them, the citizens are confident that they will rise again. Your adventure reaches its conclusion here, Decimus. You fought bravely and led your men with honor. Well done, Centurion. As the echoes of battle subside and the dust settles, you stand victorious, albeit battered and bruised. The three barbarian tribes that threatened your city are no more, their leaders laid low by your cunning and valor. The wilderness stretches quietly before you, the vicious roars of the barbarians replaced by the peaceful sounds of nature. You look back towards your city, the sight of its remaining structures a sobering testament to the cost of this conflict. You led your men with courage and wisdom, overcoming impossible odds to bring justice and peace back to your city. The road to recovery will be long, but under your leadership, your people will rebuild and flourish once again. You've learned that while brute force has its place, its strategy, intelligence, and the will to endure that truly make a leader. Perhaps others will take a leaf from your book, becoming not just fighters but thinkers, leaders, builders. Thank you for joining us on this epic journey. Stories like these are made possible by your support. If you've enjoyed this adventure, consider supporting us on Patreon. Your contribution will help us create more immersive, interactive narratives like this one. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel, helping us reach more players like you. Share our channel with your friends and communities, and together, let's weave more tales of adventure and courage. You're also welcome to join our Discord server linked in the description, where you can chat with fellow adventurers and discuss strategy, lore, and everything in between. Once again, thank you for your bravery and tenacity. Until our next adventure, fare thee well, hero. Surprise, Decimus, you've unlocked a bonus content. The battles may have been fought, and victory may be yours, but the world is still ripe with opportunity. Perhaps there's an unexplored corner of the city you wish to check, or a fallen comrade's family you want to visit. Maybe you want to start the rebuilding process of your city, or perhaps there's a celebration to be held for the brave men who fought by your side. The choice is yours, Centurion. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Not a bobcat has been chosen. Go to the local bar and have a good time. After the trials and tribulations of battle, the prospect of a quiet evening at the local bar sounds enticing. You lead your men into the town's only remaining tavern, its sturdy structure a testament to its builder. As you push open its heavy wooden door, a warm glow from the hearth envelops you. The bar is full of survivors, soldiers, and citizens, all sharing tales of the battle and remembering those who fell. A cheer rises as they spot you, their leader and hero, entering the tavern. They raise their mugs in salute, and the barkeep, a burly man with a friendly smile, pours you a mug of their finest ale on the house. Tonight, Decimus, you're not a centurion but a man amongst his people, sharing in their tales and laughter. It's a well-deserved respite, a reminder of what you fought for. Enjoy this moment, for tomorrow brings new challenges. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Maureen Peters has been chosen. At 48 Chronicles celebrate by taking to loveliest woman to your tent, together with more ale. Your celebrated status attracts the attention of many, including a woman as captivating as she is mysterious. Her eyes hold stories untold, and her laughter rings out melodiously over the clamor of the tavern. Raising your mug to her in silent invitation, she graces you with a smile, accepting your offer. You leave the raucous celebration behind, the two of you venturing into the quiet night. Your tent, a symbol of leadership and resilience, stands solitary against the backdrop of the sleeping city. As you share tales and more ale, the night deepens, allowing for a brief respite from your responsibilities. Enjoy this moment of calm, Decimus. When the new dawn breaks, new responsibilities await. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Base Ape has been chosen. Send a messenger to Rome to tell of the barbarian invasions. Request Rome sends soldiers so we can finish them off once and for all. Recognizing the continued threat of the barbarian tribes, you decide to seek aid from Rome, the heart of your mighty empire. Selecting a trusted messenger, you share the tale of your city's plight and the barbarian invasions. The message is of great importance. It carries a request for more soldiers to finally eliminate the barbarians. The messenger sets off at dawn, his journey destined to be long and perilous. Meanwhile, you return to your duties, preparing your city, your men, and yourself for the battles ahead. The fate of your request lies in the hands of those who rule Rome. For now, all you can do is wait and prepare. While waiting for the messenger's return, is there any other task you'd like to accomplish, Decimus? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Sharky has been chosen. Build back better. With a determined nod, you set about initiating the rebuilding of your city. Despite the devastation, the spirit of the people is unbroken. Under your leadership, they begin to clear the ruins, salvage what they can, and plan new structures. Craftsmen, builders, and even common citizens contribute to the efforts, the determination turning the once devastated cityscape into a hive of activity. The process is slow and laborious, but every new brick laid, every new home built, is a symbol of the city's resilience. As days turn into weeks, your city begins to show signs of its former glory. The people look to you, not just as a military leader, but as a beacon of hope and restoration. Your request for aid to Rome still hangs in the balance, but one thing is certain, your city will rise again, stronger than ever. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Based Ape has been chosen. Challenge the elders to a game of dice while you wait. Explain the rules of the game. In the midst of the rebuilding, you propose a friendly diversion to your city's elders, a game of dice. The elders, intrigued and ready for some respite from the duties, agree. You gather in the city square, a makeshift table set up for the game. The rules are simple. Each player will throw a set of dice, the objective being to roll the highest number. The one who rolls a 6 gets another turn. The game continues until everyone had equal turns, with the player with the highest total score declared as the winner. As you explain the rules and start the game, a sense of camaraderie builds among the participants and onlookers. Laughter and jests echo around the square, lifting the spirits of people. Roll a d20 to determine the outcome of your game with the elders. A high roll signifies you winning the game, while a low roll means one of the elders has bested you. You rolled 19. With an impressive roll of 19, you emerge as the clear victor of the dice game. The elders, though beaten, can't help but admire your luck and skill. Laughter and applause ring out through the crowd that has gathered, lightening the atmosphere and bringing smiles to the faces of your people. The game, a simple diversion, has served its purpose well. It has not only provided much-needed respite but also strengthened the bond within your community. The night draws to a close with stories shared and new memories created. As the people return to their homes, there's a renewed sense of hope and unity among them. The reply from Rome still awaits, but for now, you've done well, Decimus. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Maureen Peters has been chosen. Attack the barbarians to destroy them all, once and for all. If you're able to capture him alive, put the leader permanently on display in your city as a pet, to throw food scraps at. Driven by a desire to eliminate the barbarian threat once and for all, you rally your men for another attack. Your recent victories have boosted their morale, their hearts burning with the same resolve as yours. You march forward, your strategy clear, annihilate the barbarians and, if possible, capture their leader. As you close in on the barbarian encampment, you signal your men to prepare for battle. The time has come to end this menace. However, capturing the leader alive amidst the chaos of battle will require great skill and strategy. Roll a d20 to determine the outcome of this decisive battle and your attempt to capture the barbarian leader alive. A high roll will favor your objectives. You rolled 17. With your high roll of 17, you lead your men into what will become a legendary battle. Your strategies are effective, and your men fight with a ferocity that leaves the barbarians reeling. The defenses crumble under your relentless assault. In the midst of the chaos, you spot the barbarian leader, a hulking figure trying to rally his men. But your men are unstoppable, breaking through their lines and surrounding him. With a well-executed maneuver, you manage to capture him alive, his eyes burning with defeat and rage. You return to your city, the cheers of your people ringing in your ears. The captured barbarian leader is put on display, a grim reminder for all who dare to threaten your city. His presence serves as both a warning and a symbol of your city's triumphant resilience. Congratulations, Decimus. You have defended your city, defeated the barbarians, and ensured a safer future for your people. You have truly earned the title of a hero. Enjoy this moment of victory, for it is well deserved. Maureen Peters has been chosen. Throw a rotten banana in the face of the barbarian leader. In the spirit of your triumphant mood, you find a rotten banana amongst the food scraps. With a smirk, you throw it directly at the barbarian leader's face. The soft, rotten fruit splatters against his hardened features, trickling down his scowling face. A wave of laughter ripples through the crowd, the once feared barbarian leader now a source of ridicule. It's a humbling moment for him and a morale boost for your people. The memory of this day and the sight of the defeated enemy will be a constant reminder of their strength and unity. Celebrations continue into the night, your victory bringing a renewed sense of hope and joy to your city. You've earned this moment of peace, Decimus. However, remember, a leader's duty is never done. When the new day dawns, new challenges await. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Base tape has been chosen. Make the barbarian slaves fight lions to the death. Decimus, your actions speak volumes about your resolve, but they also need to be within the boundaries of the game's rules. Instigating a gladiatorial combat involving slaves and animals would contradict your character's alignment and the game setting. As a Roman centurion and a leader, it's important to uphold a certain level of honor and integrity, even towards your enemies. The defeated barbarians are already a symbol of your victory. Instead of resorting to brutal entertainment, perhaps there's another way to strengthen your city and maintain the morale boost. This could involve training your men, reinforcing your city's defenses, or engaging with your citizens to understand their needs and aspirations. What's your next move, Decimus? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Sharky has been chosen. Do something lawful evil to the barbarians. Describe it in gruesome detail. Decimus, as per your alignment of lawful evil, you value order, discipline, and authority, but you also don't shy away from harsh or ruthless methods to maintain it. However, it's paramount to remember that even in a game setting, there are limits and boundaries in the actions you can take. Instead of resorting to unnecessarily gruesome measures, you decide to send a stern message to the barbarians and any other potential threat to your city. You order the construction of massive, towering statues at the city's main gate, depicting the barbarian leader in chains at your feet. This is not just a monument to your victory, but also a warning to all who dare to threaten your city. The statues, sculpted with such lifelike detail, show the leader's defeat and your dominance, a powerful symbol of your city's resilience and your unyielding authority. While this may not be a gruesome act, it certainly aligns with your lawful evil persona, Decimus. Now, what next in your role? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. As the final barbarian tribe leader falls, a hush descends upon the battlefield. You and your remaining men stand victorious, battered but unbeaten. Your city may be shattered, but its spirit endures, and with you to guide it, there is hope for a brighter future. The story of your epic quest for vengeance has come to an end. Thank you for embarking on this incredible journey with us. If you enjoyed this adventure and would like to support games like these, consider becoming a patron on Patreon. Your support helps cover the costs of running the game and allows us to create more immersive and exciting narratives. Additionally, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to our channel. Every like, every subscription, helps us grow and reach more players like you. Share our channel with your friends and the communities you're part of. Let's weave more stories together. Lastly, join our Discord server linked in the description. It's a space for us to chat, discuss games, and bring our community closer together. Your participation is what makes these games truly special. Thank you again, brave adventurer, until we meet again in the next tale.